Hello everyone, welcome back to Read the Bible in Advent. Today's reading, we're turning to Isaiah chapter 9. All through the Bible, we see God looking to rescue his people. People in general are in darkness. They are walking in darkness far away from God, not knowing the life that he brings. And so God has to intervene and he sends a rescuer, of course, in the person of Jesus. But Isaiah was written many years before Jesus came. It's preparing us to who Jesus is. So let's have a look at Isaiah chapter 9 for Read the Bible in Advent. Isaiah 9. The people walking in darkness have seen a great light. On those living in the land of deep darkness, a light has dawned. Okay, so the people here on view are the people of Israel, a few hundred years before Jesus was born. And Isaiah has a message of hope for them because they're in deep darkness. They are under threat of attack from foreign nations. Real threat that they may be conquered as a people. But in this time of peril, of darkness, Isaiah prophesies a great light, that a light has dawned. And that reminds me of a couple of days ago when we looked at John chapter 1, where we see this reference to light, that in him, in the Word, was life, and that life was the light of all mankind. So a little glimpse there. Anyway, let's keep going. Third line, you have enlarged the nation and increased their joy. They rejoice before you as people rejoice at the harvest, as warriors rejoice when dividing the plunder. For as in the day of Midian's defeat, you have shattered the yoke that burdens them, the bar across their shoulders, the rod of their oppressor. Every warrior's boot used in battle and every garment rolled in blood will be destined for burning, will be fuel for the fire. So the time of war and oppression will end when this light comes. Let's see when that happens. For to us a child is born, and to us a son is given, and the government will be on his shoulders, and he will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Of the greatness of his government and peace, there will be no end. So for this light to come, what are we looking for? Well, we're looking for a child to be born, a son to be given. And he will be the government. He will be the one to rule. But he won't have an oppressive rule like the foreign invaders. He'll be a wonderful counselor. He will be mighty God himself, everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. This government will be a reign of peace. And also, he will reign on David's throne and over his kingdom. So we're looking for a descendant of David, one in the line of the kingly line of David, establishing and upholding it with justice and righteousness from that time on and forever. The zeal of the Lord Almighty will accomplish this. So this coming light, this son born, reigning on David's throne, he will rule with justice, righteousness, and peace. And this will happen because the zeal of the Lord, the passion of the Lord will accomplish this. It will happen. And so, as we have this prediction here in Isaiah, when we get the coming of Jesus, we get one who is in the line of David, who is a son born, and who brings a rule of righteousness, justice, and peace. And so in all the chaos and busyness and suffering of this world, we can know that Jesus has come and is bringing a government of peace, justice, and righteousness. There's hope for the oppressed. There's hope for those in darkness. And so if that's where you are right now, set your hope on Jesus and his glorious rule to come.